Good evening to all. In this session we are going to learn about Active Directory user administration, how to create user, how to manage user, how to delete user, reset password, everything we are going to do one by one here. So first we should understand about the user, how to create user and what is user and group, right? So let me talk about user. Active Directory user is a part of Active Directory object. Okay, if you talk about Active Directory domain object, so there are many objects. I am talking about Active Directory object, AD object. So first object is user, second is group, third is organizational unit, OU, then computers, then printers, right? These all are Active Directory object. Once you install Active Directory domain controller, right, you'll get Active Directory object. So you can create user, group, organizational unit, computers and printers. So first you should understand the scenario here, why we require this. So just let me explain you by drawing. Here I am creating a domain and client topology. Here I am talking about Active Directory. Here I have installed Active Directory DNS, okay, and this is our network. Suppose these all are our client machine. What happened actually? We create the user. Computer means what? Once you install the Active Directory, here, this is domain controller, right? Still these machines are not a part of domain. What you have to do after installing domain, after promoting domain controller, these all machines like 1, 2, 3, however machine you have, these all machine you have to join to the domain, right? These all machine you have to join to domain, then these all environment will become a domain, right? Until you join this machine, it's not a part of domain, and these machine will work as a standalone. Once you join this PC, what is the credential to join this PC to domain? Credential is the DNS IP, you have to give the same, and same bit of operating system should be installed, like Windows Server 2016 or Windows Server 2012, 64 bit if you have installed for server, then your client also should be 64 bit, any Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, right? Then you can join this domain. Once you join in Active Directory object, you can see computers list. So these all computers will be listed here. So therefore we are calling computer also is a part of Active Directory object. What happened? Once you, what is the procedure? What is the step? How will you do? First you have to install the Active Directory. You have to promote the domain controller. After that, how many machine you have in this network, these all machine you have to join to the domain. So once you join domain, these all machine will be listed in Active Directory object. in computer, just go and click the computers, all the machines will be listed over there. Okay, so this is the scenario. So there was, I hope you got understand about this computer. Okay, now let me talk about printers. If you have a separate network printer, the same you have to join this printer to the domain controller domain, right? Same like it will behave just like your client PC. All permission will be deployed like client PC, because permission in Active Directory we never give any permission to the particular computers. We deploy the permission on users, and the users will log in which machine, that machine will be reflected the particular permission. So like I have created users like Ramesh and Suresh, two user I have created. So Ramesh user, whatever policy you have to deploy it, the policy will affect which machine you have login Ramesh. Like Ramesh you have login PC number 1, so PC number will impact the same permission what we have deployed in Active Directory. Same like Ramesh user, if you log in PC number 3, same permission will impact in PC number 3. Okay, so we try to understand the concept here. We never apply any permission on the computer. We always apply in Active Directory any group policy we apply on the particular users. Okay, so user, you can say user and password we create in Active Directory data center, centralized database, right? And user, after joining this computer, any computers the particular user can log in. Okay, so I am going to show you how to create user, how to delete user, and in user profile what changes you can do, right? If you property go to the right, any user property, you will get different tab to deploy different tasks. So in this session I am not going to show each and every task on user profile. Some task we'll discuss about this about the user profile. We can have separate topic for. Okay, after that discuss about a group. What about the group? So in case of group, collection of users is called group, means number of user you can join into group. Why we do actually? Because if you apply any permission on user, so one by one, if you have 10 user, 10 times you have to apply the permission, same permission, right? And if you want to apply the same permission different users, what you can do, different user can be log in the group, right? And you can deploy the permission on the group. So at a time number of users will reflect the particular permission. Okay, so this is group collection of users. You can add the number of users in particular group. You can remove from the group also. Okay, so there are different types of group you can see, right? In Active Directory container, different types of group we have. First group name you will see domain local group, and global group, domain global, and universal. So these three types of group you can create, and the differences about these right now I think you cannot understand about. Just a bit I want to explain here. What about the domain? Domain means this is your domain environment, and if you have created here these all users can log in any part of these computers, right? Because this is same domain. Global means if you have additional domain controller, child domain controller, different location. So what happened? The same one can log in, but other domains in the same environment you cannot log in. Universal means can log in, the particular user can log in the particular domain or different domain as well, different domain control, different sites, right? Anywhere can be log in. So there are three types group we have. Okay, so we have separate topic for separate session for group administration. Okay, here we are talking about only user. Okay, so this one, right? And now okay, so now second scenario is, oh sorry, I have removed OU. Talk about OU, organizational unit. Okay, this one's remaining, so I'm going to explain you. Organizational unit is a big container where you can place users, group, okay, or both, right? So what happen, once you open Active Directory, you will get these Active Directory attributes, okay, users, groups, users, computers, domain controller, okay, different. So what we can do is separate the by default users attributes which given there. You can see different supported system users where you can create a user, or you have option you can create better to create the particular group, and then you can create inside the users or group. Okay, and here what happened about the group policy management, we always apply any permission on the particular group. Suppose one group you have given sales department, one group name OU, okay, another is the IT department. In sales department 10 user you have created, so whatever permission you want to give 10 users, direct you have to apply the permission on the cell organizational unit. So these all user will be impacted just like a group. Okay, and both you can apply here, user as well as group. Okay, so this is OU. By practical I am going to show you this. Okay, so guys, let's open the Windows Server 2022 and we'll see how these user administrator working on, right? So this is our Windows Server 2022, and last session I have explained you how to install Active Directory. Right, so here open Active Directory, here tools, go to the tools and Active Directory users and computers, or direct if you want to open shortcut, so just press run window R and type dsa.msc, okay, Active Directory users and computers you can get direct. Here you can see Active Directory and computers, and here you can see this is our domain environment ishaninfo.com, okay, and this is Active Directory container. You can see built-in computers, there is no computer listed. If you join any computer, that will be listed here, PC1, PC2, like this. So another scenario we'll see this another session. Okay, so we can see how to join the computer and how to log in. These all will have a separate session for that. Okay, so at that time you will see that all the computers which will join to the particular domain, that will be listed over here. Okay, domain controller also, there is one domain controller. This is root domain controller which we have promoted to domain controller from the Active Directory domain services, right? So that is here for this root computer. If you have any additional domain controller or child domain controller, that also will be listed here. Okay, then these are the container here. Now talk about users. Here you can see user, this is given by default users, that is supporting system users. So you have option to create user direct. You can create, right click here and new, and you can create the user. So you have option like just give here user and you can create user. I'll create here I'll give any and log on. This is username, and log on user what you want to means when you log in, so that name, login name, what you want. If you want to give same, or you can give difference. Okay, so I'm giving the same name, EANNINE, so that the full username will become FQDN is any@ishaninfo.com, and just click next, and you have to give the password. Password will be complexity. You have to forget about, you have to remember about. Okay, and here user must change the next logon. Normally we give the same option. Once you once you log in the client, the particular person will have option to reset the password. Okay, so normally we give this. If you don't want to allow user to reset the password, then you have to click this, remove this, and check just these two. Okay, so right now I'm giving the same. I'm giving the next logon. So once you log in the particular user, it will ask reset the password. Okay, and password should be complexity, means capital letter, small letter, number, special character, everything. So just I'm giving password complexity, ATMIN. Okay, so I'm giving this and just created one user got created. You can see any. Okay, and the user profile, if you want, you can just right click here and the property, and you can see different tab here. Member of, you can see owner, right? And domain user, this is. And if you want to add this, so you can add anywhere. Okay, and other than here, one interesting here what I want to show you, member of, general, and account. Here you can see account. You go and log on hours. What happened, the user, you can restrict, like if you are working in a company, your time is a 10 to 5. Okay, 10 to 5, so you can set here 10 to 5, and after 5 you may not able to work on the particular user any computer. Okay, 5 o'clock automatic it will log out. Like bank employees, or the bank employees is not mandatory, they cannot log in their user in night. Any bank employees, they have right to log in till 5 o'clock, and after, if they want to do something, they have to take permission from manager or anybody, any right respective person who can deploy the permission for the particular users. Okay, the same like employees also work in organization, they have a right to log in between the particular time period. So here you can set the time period. Also Sunday you can make it holiday. Sunday the particular user cannot log in any computer. Okay, so we'll have these kinds of permission we'll be doing in another session. Okay, permissions and policy, everything will be doing there. Okay, so just this one. So there are many type different work. Okay, and now what I want to tell you, normally whenever we create the user, we should not create the particular user container which by default has designed this. Okay, what you can do, you can create the, and what is different between user and group? First let me show you here. One man you can see here, this is user, and two you can see this is group. Okay, so most of you can see group here and some of user. Okay, so what I want to do, and to create a organizational unit, so just right click on domain and right click new organizational unit, OU. Okay, and just give organizational unit name here. I'll give IT department. Okay, and this one you can check out, because if you check this, you cannot delete this organizational unit, and if you remove this, so you will able to delete. So just you uncheck and okay, and you can see now one more container attributes you can create, you got created here, and you can add in this particular container what user, groups, everything. Okay, so let me create users here. A user also you can move from, I have created in user, right? So the user, any user I want to move to the organizational unit. So here you just go move, and where you want to move, IT department. So now you can see IT department, there is a user. Okay, also you can create a new user. So just right click and new and user, and here you can see Smita, and the password, right here. Oh, something mismatch password. Okay, so like that you can create a user. And group, right click, new, and you can create a group. Once you create the group, you have option what I explained you earlier: domain local, you can see, global, universal. Okay, so let it be by default domain local, because I want to log in these users locally. And here's the group types. This is one is security and distribution normally we use for mail server, where user by default will be distribute the mails, okay, among, otherwise by default will be security. So here just I want to give sales department. Okay, sales. So by mistake click OK. Here you can see you want to rename also, no problem. Okay, sales department, no problem, right? And then you can see two face here, right? This is a group, and now you can add these users into the group. How to do? So there's two options. There are two way to add users into group. One is that just go to the property of the group and member. You can add the member here, right? You can add the member. So just I'll write any and check username, and you can see any. So any will be added here. So like that number of user can add, but another option I'll close, I did not add it. Okay, you can see, just go to the property member of, I have not added because I have closed. Okay, another option is just right click the user which one you want to add and add to a group. Which group? The group name, sales department. Okay, sales department, check name, just sales department, you can see. So it's got added. Now just go to the property of the group and member, you can see added. Okay, so there are two way. Not okay, one user I want to add here. Just go to the member and add, and the particular user any, right? So it's a very simple apply and okay. Now both user, two user added in this particular group. Okay, so it's a very simple. I hope you got understand this. Okay, let me create one more user and Manish. what I want to do, password of which I have given, I want to reset. So just right click here, reset the password simply. So whenever you want, like this is Active Directory, right? You are server administrator, you are working on server, so you have stored in this server about 200 users. So the particular user, Manish user, is working on client PC number 90. Okay, so client PC number 90 is a Manish called to the administrator, so my login password is not working, whether it's expired or something problem. So what you can do that time, just you reset the password and give to the Manish user. Okay, right click and you can reset. So then after that he will able to log in. So everything can be controlled by one place sitting Active Directory. Okay, and here you can disable account also. So these are stuff we can do here. Okay, so I hope you got this idea. It's very simple, right, and very informative also, because very useful. And now talk about how to remove user. Simple procedure, just right click and delete, and the particular user will be deleted, or group will be deleted. Okay, or direct you can delete the container, this one, so everything will be deleted at a time. See, asking everything will go, yes, so it's gone, all users along with organizational unit, right? So this is our scenario, guys, how to create user profile and group, organizational unit, and how to reset the password, right? How to add users into group. So it's a very simple. If you not able to do once, you just repeat the video and you will able to do this. Okay, and if you have doubt, just I'm giving time. After this recording is, I'm going to stop the recording, then we'll have, otherwise later I'm going to upload this video on my YouTube channel. So you guys, anytime you can watch, whenever you are free, you can watch this. Okay, so a recording session, that's all.